So nothing.
Well, what questions do you guys have about the discussion boards? Those are the most important. You'll be on week 3, A and B now. The policy brief, which is something they always want us as social workers to do, like how to write clear policy. Like even if it's at Central State, a policy to show up at class or to be strict about, like you
Please
fail if
don't
you
do
don't.
that.
Well,
I would never show up on time unless I get there before. I'll either show up 10 minutes early or.
I'm trying to pull it up so we can look at it for you guys, but what questions do you have about the policy brief?
Can we look at them again? Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I know that was
look at the
usually
subject
too.
today. How many pages did you want this to be?
They're usually just a few.
Yeah, he said don't make something there said don't make your responses long. So I'm assuming it can't be that.
Well, she's asking about the policy brief. You
I
might
know
be
that's
asking.
on the instructions. It said don't make your answers
Right.
long.
Well, because you do want to get up and to the point. If you guys are going out and advocating for policy, you want to get to the point.
You always want to refer back to the code of ethics.
In social work, that's helpful. So you're saying it just showed up today? That's kind of funny. No.
I'm not.
Y'all get a lot longer to do it.
Might be some notifications.
Wait, there's something up here.
It probably just pops up out of nowhere.
Environmental science?
Or it's a finance.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Yes.
So here we
Every
go.
day. All classes are in person. None of them is online.
I know, but like
Your policy could be local.
Excuse me. All of
What's
them is
that?
in person.
So,
The football game's
we,
gonna be
so when we
getting
go
up,
to
so
find
they get
the subjects, I mean, or the policies to pick or whatever, we go to content or would it be in module?
Yes, I did actually add some at the end for you too. That way, right in the brief, it's usually short and it gets to the point. So decision makers, you give them essential information about the problem, how to remedy it. The examples I gave at the end, I probably gave you 12 ideas you could write about. So it's only a few pages. You can do up to 5, have your APA.
Oh, that's not bad.
Right. You could do it by tonight, but I'm not going to make you. I'm giving you another week.
I was doing it over the summer, like I took yours and Miss Jackson's class over the summer.
That's right. So you did them there too.
Yeah,
kind of.
I haven't had a break
Yep.
since, so that should be easy.
So anybody here want to write on mental health access and
I think
equity?
that's the one I was going.
Okay. Affordable housing initiatives. Anybody want to write on that one?
I'll do it.
Wait.
You can both do it. It's fine. It's fine. You've got child welfare reform, substance.
I'll do 5.
Okay. Domestic violence protections.
There was another one. How many was there? Because there was 2 of them I was trying to choose between.
There's a lot. What'd you say?
She want to do substance use.
Okay.
I know, yeah, that's the one I was, youth
Sure.
empowerment
I'm
program.
gonna take it in the summer, it's a little bit summer for online.
Go
Youth
ahead,
empowerment?
The labs, you better hope they don't have to make you buy the supplies for the labs.
Right.
Cause that's why I didn't take online, because some of them make you pay for the labs
When we make,
and do it, and you got like submit videos of you doing the lab.
You can use that for a sign-in sheet too.
There's no way to get out of here. This is stressing me out.
Why?
Girl, there was one
more
more.
classes Monday, Tuesday,
Everybody-
Wednesday, Friday. I hate Friday classes, first and foremost.
Well, it's remote on Friday.
The first few
What'd
weeks.
you say?
Because you do your discussion boards, we only meet on Monday.
No, he's talking
Oh,
about
your class, but this is
environmental
environmental
science.
Oh.
But it's Monday talks, I cannot, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take it as summer. She said, no, you have to still do it.
Yeah, do the lab, there's no way to get out of the lab.
How are you guys doing in your other classes? That's my next question.
I'm
have
doing
an
pretty
online
good.
class. I'm doing
I
great.
think my only concern would be the fact that I can't see my environmental science grade at any point because
For
it's
the
not
new
online,
classes.
he's in person. But the first 2 weeks he does every other week is a lab, but then right now he has to do labs every week. And so our labs don't stop until the 17th of November
Is
I'll
yours
take mine.
online or is
in
it?
person.
See, I wish mine was in person, because mine is online, it's just confusing.
Do
Yeah,
any
that's
of,
why I did
You have
in person,
online?
'cause I don't even do.
I don't even,
You want it online?
Mhm.
Oh, is it online?
I hate it.
do you all need holds removed right now? Do you need a
I was
hold
an
removed?
in-person person.
No, I'm an online person.
To register,
You
some
said
people
that.
need advisory holds
Can
removed.
you see if mine need removals? I don't know if I do.
I just think it pop up on my navigate like today.
And it is the advisor hold?
I didn't know there was an binder.
Thank you.
It's SOA hold.
You said it, cause I'm the opposite.
I love it when I got.
What is your ID?
422 638.
They tell me just to push it back to like Christmas. So you go October. Merry Christmas. Now you can register.
Can you look up mine?
I could.
Thank you.
How about this new policy that they want to have you guys be at zero balance to register?
I hate that little
That's
thing.
stupid, because everybody.
What was it
knows
before?
It was you had.
2 or 3 grand.
$20,000.
What's your ID?
433.
This is the-
192.
No, it's everything going on. You put all like the modules and everything
So
going
how
on.
do you like that now? Fortunately.
You're not stuff along the water resources.
No, I'm talking about for environmental.
Then you get Merry Christmas.
Yay, then I can come see you on Wednesday without having to worry about that.
Then how many of you have your check sheets?
I'm
I've been
done.
doing mine.
I need
This-
one.
Yeah, I've been
I
doing
guess the
mine.
last part, I guess.
Because if you just email, please send me
I'm
check
trying to
sheet.
keep that on mine.
Okay.
I will send you a blank one. You fill it out from your classes that you know you've
What
taken.
is T?
Okay.
What is that?
What's that?
It's-
Oh, if you email me, yes. Just say, please send me a blank check sheet, and then I will reply with it.
I think I'm gonna do, generalist practice, what is it, public speaking?
1, 2, or 3?
2.
Okay.
There's not a 3 on there,
Mhm.
right? No, there's not a 3 on there.
Who all has the
There is a 3 on there.
practice 3 is working with agencies?
Okay, I did not see that on my form. Well, then I have to take 4 more.
We've had them forever.
No, but I'm looking at my form. Maybe I deleted it by accident.
You could have.
But like, either way, I only have like 4 more classes to take before I'm done with that whole. spread.
Right, yeah. This is good too.
I'm gonna take 3 next semester and 3 criminal justice classes.
Well, here's the last few you could write on. The racial and ethnic disparities in healthcare. That's actually our research. Climate change and vulnerable populations. Support for LGBTQ youth. Social work in schools. Trauma-informed care policies. Community-based health interventions. And then impact of technology on social work practice. So those are your options.
Okay, that's good.
We always work off of policy. I do hate that these are flip-flop because this is due December 7th, but it's up top, and then this is due, I made it Halloween. Happy Halloween.
When do we go on break then? Like,
No
we last
idea.
weekend, because like, why is that?
No
December 7th?
idea.
I swear December 5th was done for.
Right.
I don't know.
And then the way to navigate this, if you guys didn't know, it was set up under content. So you go to week 1, part 1 and part B. Week 2, did everybody sign in?
Everybody back to see?
Yes.
It's research methods and other costs when taking next semester.
You could take research. You mean, like, do you want to take it with Dr. Greta Winbush?
But anyone is not available, it's not on.
Well, it's under SOC 2800,
Okay.
Sociology 2800. So, because this class is accelerated, you guys are already on week 3.
Yeah.
And there's part- Right, so do your discussions. That's how we missed Friday.
I'm doing it. I just thought it was like, cause she said it was like 3 weeks, so I thought it was like 3 weeks. But it's actually 2.
You got 2 every week because there's part B on every class.
No, I know that, but I thought like, cause she said 3 at first, but I think she was including another week after.
Right.
But
Yeah.
that's, okay, I can do 2 a week because
Yeah.
I was only reading half of the resources because I didn't have the time to complete all 3 of those a week, so.
So week 3, we're starting today. We're at Social Security
Now, who's like
Administration.
that? Who's fucking like that?
Like this.
Security?
I
That's crazy.
will not take credit for that.
I would
Although,
be surprised if it was you who did that.
I have dyslexia, and it's very likely I could have done that.
Yeah.
Should I edit? Want me to edit it?
No, it's okay. Well, I mean, since
Look at
you
that.
already
That's all you
added
gotta
it,
do. Doesn't it give you the spell check?
You're sorry that it Grammarly.
Whatever. There you go.
Yay. Oh my goodness. a minute start
I did not do that.
Hope
Let's see.
like that. Somebody wasn't in the right headspace when they was making that. Administration.
Update. All right. Social Security Administration.
Is that how you
This,
spell administration?
well, the way I respelled it.
No. You switch the I and the S.
You want me to type it in again?
Yes.
Admin
You switch the I and the S.
Administration.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yep.
I did not misspell both those words out of the gate. However, because now it's my class, I am responsible. I will fix it.
It's okay. We know what you was talking about. Not ChatGPT with them.
So the big news is this is the majority of our budget in America. Do you guys ever see anything about the national debt clock?
Yeah, you put it up the other day.
I'm the only one who shows the national debt clock
I
because
did
it's
it in economic, whatever that class was. So he
economics.
made us- it was economic something within the black community, and he showed it because he had us do like we basically was working around the stock market in the debt clock. So yeah,
So there's both Social Security disability income, then there's SSI. When I turn 65, I pay 10% of my money of every damn paycheck goes to this place. I paid thousands into this.
don't they use some of that money for when the people retire?
Yeah, and so I'm supposed to get it back, but not for 18 more years. I'm 47.
No.
I feel like they're going to be out of money.
They probably might. For me, I might retire as soon as I turn whatever the limit is.
So that can be an argument as to why or why not. But most people get Social Security paid out. The most you can get is like $2,000 or $3,000 a month. So that's why they've set up 401ks and why you've got to save for retirement and shit like that. How much do you all think most Americans have in savings for retirement if you ask most Americans?
3,000.
I'll type it in.
Because I really don't think Americans are good at saving.
$0.
That sounds a bit closer. It's somewhere in the middle. This is
86.
some bullshit.
Wow, I had no faith in them.
Yeah, because that
Right.
I want to show you the real answers. Because they put out surveys now, and I've heard most people. That's not even right either. I have been told literally we're at the current moment paycheck to paycheck. A lot of people. And maybe you guys came from a family that didn't experience that, and that's okay. There's no judgment, but most Americans have no savings. Like during the pandemic, you were able to clean out your retirement without penalty. So a lot of people just reached into their retirement, cleaned that bitch out, and just spin it, and it's gone. So they think you'll need $1 million to retire, but that's also depends on how much you spend every year. If you spend $30,000 a year and you're in retirement for 30 years, you need $1 million. 30 times 30 is 900,000. Most people spend more than 30,000 a year. And that's why they would do a 30-year mortgage. Like you would buy a house, pay for 30 years from the age of 30 to 60, have a paid off house. But this looks about correct.
Well,
60,000. But I've heard
Well, look at
people.
the one above it. That's how much 28%.
So that might be the one I'm referring to.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
what I was about to say.
You know, a third of Americans have zero. 39% are contributing. Oh, come on. They're going to make me pay to fucking read this. I hate paywalls.
Me too.
500,000, but say the cost of living. What do you guys think the cost of living is nowadays?
Extremely high. I don't know how much, but extremely.
My mortgage last month was 1,150. And we sold our house. Our new one's going to be double.
I feel like it may be more, I don't know, something, I just feel like it's
Well, how much is rent? Do any of you pay rent?
But I know it's something.
Or know what your parents pay for rent or mortgage or ever talk about it? I know it was an awkward conversation.
It
Like,
was
you know,
like 1,300, but we moved, so.
so is it more?
I don't know yet.
1100.
Was that rent for how many beds?
Well, no, my parents stay like in Fairview Park, Ohio right now, which is
Okay.
like suburbs. It's not
Cleveland?
even a house. It's a apartment,
Okay.
2 bedrooms. They got like a pool, exercise area, but it's a suburban area. So like,
Are there extra fees for the pool and exercise area?
no,
Okay, 1,100.
apartment.
That's still, when I heard that 5-10 years ago, I was like, holy, I couldn't afford it. So I was at Miami University. I bought a house in 2019. My mortgage was going to be $1,199. And my take home every month was
That's why I said
$2,400.
might as well get a house. And ain't no point in getting no apartment.
Yeah.
True.
Here to save amount.
True. So that's why if your rent is, let's put it at 1,500 to be semi-reasonable, that would be 15,000 plus 2 more months of that. 18,000 a year in housing. How much is food? How much you pay for groceries and food? It's a lot now, right? It's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it varies if you're paying for the house or if you're paying for yourself. 'Cause I would pay for food myself.
Well, here you go. This is probably you guys. Generation
The
Z.
average family, how many people live in a house?
Right.
What generation are you all considered?
Me.
Are you Z? All right, well, then this is you. The study revealed the youngest generation of adults, Z, is actually getting an early jump on retirement savings. Is that true? You all stacking cash?
Yeah.
For real? Dude, let me borrow
I
some.
pay because life just gets too expensive.
It is expensive.
I live a very expensive life.
That's
Do you?
literally-
Period.
So the key is for an easy retirement is to lower your cost of living, like living simply. Some people move to like lower priced areas. Some people move.
It's fine.
That's what I'm about to do, but I'm not about to move into an area that's gonna.
The hood.
Before I'm not doing it again.
Do you all pay Social Security taxes already?
Do it come out of your work check?
Yeah.
If so, then yeah.
Most of the time, yes. Do you notice how much comes out of your taxes?
What?
They took 8
How
out,
much?
I think
How much?
70 or
Let me
80
go
out.
look.
Yeah, tell us, because I want to.
My paycheck before was $650, and then I'm only getting
Cause
card
this from my
service
job over the
Oh.
summer.
10%.
I pay every week.
10% or 15%?
Don't know. I just know that's what I'm getting back. So it's probably gonna be the same every 2 weeks. But that's not bad. I guess. I don't like taking money out my check because I feel like I work a whole day just for it to go to tax.
For taxes.
It wasn't that bad. They only took 150 out my last check.
Out of
Where do you
1,500?
work at?
I'm trying to find a picture now, too.
With
Picture on
this
my
little
check, yeah.
company, and we go to different daycares. We get to pick out which daycare we want to work
Did
at.
you make out a lot of money? Did you make a lot of
I
money?
paid enough. I got paid every week. We got paid like 13 an hour. We got paid every week.
And you do
How
40
much did
hours?
you work?
I work 5 days.
150. Good God. I'm sorry.
So that's about
If it's
10%,
180,
right?
I'm gonna lose my
Was your
mind.
check going to be 1,000 and they took out?
No, it wasn't $1,000. It was like, it was more so like this check was $765.
Okay.
150 out.
So they take like 15%, it sounds like.
Okay, somebody's paying.
Right. So then you're supposed to get a price of living at the age of 65, if we even make it to 65.
I paid 158,
That's my thing. Like, what if you don't make it? That's one
but I
thing.
got it back, so it's fine.
If you don't make it, you never get that money
Yeah,
back.
that's what I'm like, bro. You just kept my money.
I
Like,
know.
Yeah.
I know. And I pay into a pension now, so I don't even pay it. Oh, you guys were born between 97 and 2013?
Yep.
Well, there you go. 6% of your income
Wait.
goes to
I was born in
tax.
95.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so what generation would you be?
Millennial.
Oh, are you a millennial? 1995? That sounds about right. So,
Too much.
so do you agree with how you become eligible for SSDI? Do you know how that works? I can tell you so you could shortcut your reading.
Just go ahead.
You work 10 years and pay 40 quarters of a year into a system.
Simple words.
So by the time I was 23, as I started working at 13, I was eligible for social security.
Who was you working at?
Stepping Stone Center and like special
I
needs
guess they do
camps.
certain, they do certain.
Tell you what, this one.
My manager, never mind. She got her kid working and he's 5.
Oh, no.
My old manager, she got
Really?
her kid working and he's
That's how
5.
that was on the ice cream trucks back in the day.
Got the kids on mobile.
Oh yeah, should this be available to non-citizens, meaning immigrants or people who have dual citizenship, not excluding business owners, hair stores, nail shops?
That's an interesting question.
I know, that's the
What do y'all-
discussion.
Should that be available to?
Also, like in hood areas, I see them like charging people.
Cash.
I know you like bank, and I'm like,
All
this is the hood.
cash.
Oh, you're charging this much money, like you ain't got no service, phone. I'm calling, ain't no service. You charging this much, like this is for this area's cut off, like I don't know, like know where Main Street is and Dayton, like no. Mm-mm.
I'm still curious about that last question. What do y'all think? What would y'all say? Yes.
With Teladoc Health, it's like having a doctor in the family.
Do you think non-citizens like immigrants, do you think they should be able to qualify for, was it SSI and SSDI?
Mhm.
Do you think they should be able to qualify?
What is that?
It's basically social security, stuff like that, retirement.
They definitely not taking it out their check.
We can't get those things.
But it says, should y'all be able to qualify for it? That's asking, should y'all be able to?
Here's a question right
I
here.
don't get it, but yeah. We only pay social security, if they take your check, they'll refund it back to you, so anyway, we pay social security.
Y'all do or
I
don't?
do.
We don't.
It's the last
Well,
question.
also-
Like, if you graduate after college and you get a job here, then you'll start paying it, but like while we're in school, no.
It's the 5th one, read the 5th one.
Should this be available to non-citizens of America?
That's what I'm saying, I don't really think that far.
about it.
I guess I
Right.
really have to get more information.
Right.
Okay. It is a lot of money.
Why is they not excluding business owners and hair stores? Is they special?
Well, she's talking about because a lot of times they're cash.
Oh.
So like you could, should, and would pay into the system, but you can avoid it somehow. Like if you do cash landscaping businesses, you can avoid it. You can be like, oh, I only made $1,000 this year. Tough times. So you pay $100. But if you made 50 or 60,000, what?
I was gonna say, I know for one thing, when I was working at Cedar Point, it'd take us like after we had closed, like an hour maybe to close. Then they start just telling us to go home once the foreigners had came, because they closed up in like 20, 30 minutes, like
Really?
for real, like, and everybody else lost their hours. Like no, yeah.
Oh. Because they would let people work under the table.
Well, no, they for Cedar Point, they have people come from like all over different countries because they have like dorms, kind of like
Okay.
a mini, I would say like a mini college, United School.
Right, yeah.
In dorms, but I don't know how they tax everything.
I was about to say, I need to get a team.
I did wonder how much they tax us. Like when you get your money at 62, I think it's all taxed actually.
So you get your money and it's still taxed.
I feel like they tax it again. That's why it's messed up. That's kind of my guess. Obviously, we'll find out there.
Maybe I wanna go to sleep. You should definitely go.
You mean through social security?
Do you get it?
You mean the retirement? It doesn't get taxed once you withdraw it. And if you do like a private retirement through your company, they won't tax it because it's under a law or something like that. I work at HI, so that's how I remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, You won't get taxed after a certain point in time with your social security. I don't remember when it is, but you don't get taxed like that. I think you get taxed like once on it, and then that's it.
Okay, that's kind of what this is showing. Because if they did tax it, how would you live off of it?
Yeah, you get taxed once on off of it.
Right, you've already been taxed on Social Security.
Yeah, and then that's it.
Okay. That makes sense. Now, the 401k stuff is tax deferred. So if you guys, have you ever worked anywhere that lets you put away for retirement? Sometimes they give you that, sometimes they don't. They got to pay for it. Sometimes they'll match if it's a good company. A lot of social work. Are all of you going to be social workers?
Yeah.
They'll match. So like if you put away 5% of your money, they'll put away 5%. They've gotten cheaper where they only want to match
I would
1%.
do that. I would put 30%.
Well, here we have to put away 15 and they match 15. It's a
Yeah,
pension.
well, that's nice.
It's a pension. It is nice, but literally 35% of my paycheck is gone.
Oh.
So like say I should take home 5,000 a month here, I take home 3,500 after all the shit's taken out. My housing payment's about to be 2,600.
What type of house are y'all getting?
We got the same, like a 3-bed, 2-bath. That's what I just sold for 313,000. Have I shown you my
Please show us
escalation
what
of
you
houses?
had and what type of house, you don't got to show us the average, just show us what type of house you had and what type of house you're going to, so I can see if it's worth the extra 13.
No, because the one that I just sold to this person, they're paying that much too.
So,
Because I'm paying it until we move into our next one. So here's what it would look like.
so what's the difference between the last one and the new one?
This is the one that I owned a few years ago that I sold. I sold it for 209. I think it's worth 341 right now.
That's what I was selling for.
Oh, I mean, it wasn't that great.
Well, I guess after some years, yeah.
Like, here's some of the pictures on the pro pictures.
Oh, that's nice.
It's like where I grew up. Some people call it the hood. I don't think it was that
It's your
bad.
grandma's house.
Oh yeah, I dug geothermal heating and cooling in. That was worth a lot of money. So and it shows you the price. Look how much people bought it for back in the day. It's cheap as hell. Right here.
209,000.
I bought it for 155 and sold it for 209. I bought it here 8 years ago. I sold it at like that in 2019.
Okay. So what?
It just shows how much inflation of the money supply we've had. They print all this money, and so a $200,000 home becomes a $300,000 home. It's kind of bullshit.
It is.
So
Nobody's asked me for y'all to do that.
I'll show you another house. So this is the first house I ever bought for 110,000.
Is this your current address?
No, I want to show you the history of my houses. The first one I ever bought was, there's probably a border. I got to remove the borders. That's how you do it. 853 Bunning Lane. This is my favorite house ever. It was in Cold Spring, Kentucky, so I'm like a mile from, damn, it's worth 340 now. Like, look at that tiny little thing.
That's a lot of land.
It was about a half an acre. So that was nice.
It's a pretty nice house.
Holy shit. Oh, the dude just listed it for sale.
Hmm.
Whoa.
Want your house back?
I think, whoa. I didn't know he updated it like that. So look at let's go to the price history again.
But it was not for a bed.
Pending sale 340. I sold it to that motherfucker for 142 8 years ago. He did do a lot of work. I'll give him that. I bought it for, here you go down here, 118. I think I added some stuff onto it, but holy shnikes. He even did the gravel driveway. So again, it just shows that like a house is worth that much money. It's so crazy.
Crazy, but the little fix is nothing.
I know. I wish they had the old photos.
His looks nice though.
I know. It's really kind of creepy because I bought this as a falling down piece of shit.
Was this
So
the
it
college
shows. What'd you say?
house? Was this the college house?
It was a mile from college.
No, the one that you rented out rooms to.
The one that.
You rented out rooms to college students.
Yeah. This is the house I rented 4 bedrooms out.
But you got college students live with you?
Yep. Because I was in grad school.
Oh, so.
It almost looks fake. Look how they look
Or
like.
they help pay for it with you?
They would all pay $300 a month.
Okay, I was about to say, no.
Like I had 4 beds. I bought it. My mortgage was like $700 a month, and I rented like $310, $350, $300 for the 3 bedrooms.
Oh, so you was making more than you
It
did.
looks
Was
fake.
you even paying rent at that point?
It looks like almost like a concept house. I had no idea the dude was going to do this because this looks like. See, this is one of the rooms. Oh, you still got a hole in the door. So these are the rooms I rented out. And then this was the garage. I put these doors on it so that I could rent the garages out as like an efficiency for like $500 a month. And he moved the old fridge down. Yeah, because and this deck was falling apart too. I'm genuinely impressed at what this guy did to. The gravel driveway is still there, and then the redneck next door was such a hillbilly, like you would not want to live next to that guy. You ever seen? But it was right on the edge of a brand new housing development. So again, I paid $700 a month, bought it for $100, sold it for $150, bought my new house for $155, sold it for $209, and then I sold the $209 one for $313 a month ago. Now I have to buy something over $350,000. But interest rates are so high. So we talked about the Federal Reserve. When you pay your car payment, how much do you all pay on a car payment?
A lot, yeah.
500, 600, 700.
Not that much. I'm not getting a car payment with that much.
Mine was $333. I leased it. Then I bought it out of the contract after leasing it for $18,000.
What type of car do you have?
A Nissan Leaf.
What? Not the Nissan last and through. That's what that's for.
I plug it in, so I don't have to pay for gas.
You have a chargeable car?
Yeah, and I got solar panels. It gives me free gas. But it's just showing how like the cost of living, basic needs, food, water, shelter, housing, transportation, all is.
So do you feel like you need any assistance from the government?
My friends told me I probably qualify with 6 mouths to feed.
Yeah, you probably do.
That's what I was told.
Got a lot of energy. You gotta bring Mini Trout back. He's so cool.
Which one?
Mini Trout.
Oh, James.
Yeah,
James.
Mini Trout.
How was? And I know we're within our last 10 minutes. I want to ask any questions about the policy brief, housing, Social Security income, all of that.
That right now, email you.
Don't forget to extend the date, you do date.
I changed the due date.
Okay.
So when's their
Halloween.
Friday?
Halloween
Wait, that's next week.
is a long fucking time away. So
Yeah, listen, I'm okay. If you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. Right?
I'm okay with it.
I'll do that. I can do that.
But yes, keep up on the discussions. That's what let us skip Fridays.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you were going to finish the class by this week.
I'm almost there.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I check every post and she's the only one in there.
I know you guys stay
That's
on
why
time
I'm
because you got to
saying,
reply to
like, you go
people.
Your discussions, I'm going to support your discussions when I be done.
You got to reply to people.
I see you started.
I finished week 2. I'm starting week 3. But it be
Yes,
you
I'm
from there.
done at week 3 because no one else did anything since.
I see. I feel so bad.
I'm like, oh,